reinforcing positive behavior in our schools. We'll show you a new teaching technique that experts say is working.
And that's first tonight at 10. It is a grassroots effort in education with an emphasis on behavior in our schools. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Sarah Carlson. A new teaching technique is catching on in Wisconsin. And Only News 3's Marc Lovicott tells us why teachers say it's working.
Yeah, Eric and Sarah, teachers got the Department of Public Instruction to recognize the value of this newer method. It's about teaching behavior and expectations, and it's translated into a better educational experience for both teachers and for students. It's 7:45 on a Tuesday morning, first call of the day for the Monroe Fire Department. But this is not your typical fire call. These are teachers from Parkside Elementary School. This is their Publishers Clearinghouse way of recognizing a very important student. Grace Matheson is Parkside Student of the Month. She's a little speechless with the surprise, to say the least. And after the royal treatment with a ride to school, lights and all, she's greeted by every single one of her fellow students. Pretty cool moment for a fourth grader, and a very important teaching moment, one that's part of a much bigger picture.
It's a framework and it's a proactive approach to help students understand what the behavior expectations are.
It's called PBIS, or Positive Behavioral Intervention and Supports.
Congratulations, Gracie.
It's a school-wide approach to recognizing students and teaching appropriate behavior.
It's different from, a punitive disciplinary approach with, suspensions or detentions.
It puts everyone on the same page, and what's great about PBIS is the whole school is on the same page of an understanding of what the expectations are.
Hooray for Parkside Elementary School.
Kindergarten teacher Virginia Schmidt explains it's about encouraging positive behavior, which in turn provides a better educational experience for kids.
This is in every classroom. This is our school-wide approach to PBIS. Every kid has a magnet or a clip on the train. They all start at green every morning, so it's a fresh start every day.
Throughout the day, as kids make good choices, they move up the train. If they make bad choices, they move back.
It allows us to set clear expectations for children, and it helps us celebrate those successes when they do achieve something.
Like we saw today.
Like we saw today. And what's great is it's the individual level, it's the classroom level, it's the whole school level.
It works, and there's a strong link between positive behavioral supports and academic outcomes.
The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction has picked up on the new teaching tool within the last few years. Other schools across the country, including those in Illinois, have been using PBIS for years. It's not only about teaching positive behavior, it's about consistency school-wide, and kids are getting it.
We're seeing fewer in and out of school suspensions, fewer office discipline referrals, which means more time in the classroom and more instructional minutes.
At Parkside and Monroe, disciplinary referrals went down nearly 50% after the school introduced PBIS last year. Teachers say it allows them to spend more time teaching rather than dealing with behavioral issues.
Congratulations again to Grace Matheson for being our Student of the Month.
And of course, it's always fun to recognize a student for their success and give other students a reason to stay positive.
But I see the buy-in that the kids have for it. They believe in it, they're excited about it, and they enjoy working towards reaching this goal.
Grace, by the way, was picked out of a handful of nominations for the month because of her positive attitude and her academic success. Kids are also recognized individually, getting picked to sign things like the Book of Success, other activities. Even an entire school can be awarded with a special activity. They have things called golden coins they collect. Last month, they had a Zumba instructor come in. The month before, they had an extra recess. So not only individually, but as a school and it's a classroom, these kids are being recognized.
And clearly working really well there. But you're saying other schools are doing it as well?
Yeah, there really has been a huge growth we've seen in the last few years in Wisconsin. Right now, more than 800 of the state's 2,200 schools are using a form of PBIS. DPI says more schools actually started using the technique when they began offering support services for their schools. So it's picking up. They expect to add more and more each year.
Interesting. Mark, thank you very much.
Sure.